What's up, everybody? Levy here. And yes, we got a new roller. It is a 2019 Wacker Neauson RD12 A. It is one of the new models that came out this year. And I'm going to show you a couple reasons why we purchased this roller. One is a pretty good looking machine for one. Really like the hood design. And now they offer an actual water gauge right there. That's your water gauge for your water tank. And also have an actual gas gauge as well. They made quite a few new improvements in this one. And like here, you can get underneath the foot platform just by pulling up like so. And there's your owner's manual in there. There's your battery, your steering ram, all your wires and hoses. There's the water strainer. Nothing too crazy where you put the pump. Right there's the water pump itself. That'd be kind of hard to get to. That's just pretty similar to the previous generation. But however, the water switch is on the drive stick, right next to the vibrator. It's pretty neat. And this time they went with a rubber cap. You just pop open, you won't lose it. It's pretty neat little deal. There we go. Also, another neat improvement they did is there's your water drain right there. It's a nice big lid. Because on this one, the older RD12s, hang on a second, let me see if I can get there. It's kind of, on this one here, the plug is underneath, is like down under there. It's a little tiny plug. It's a real pain in the ass to get on and off. And also to get this platform to lift up, you have to take out 2 fasteners on each side, and that takes up time. And yes, we are keeping this roller for 2 reasons. One, good backup. And secondly, when we got on these really big jobs, or these really long driveways, it pays to have 2 rollers running. Now let's open up the hood. I like to went to this one latch here. Oh, pretty hard there. And also this model, everything's mounted forwards. Because in the other one, it's transverse mounted. The motor be right here, and the pump be pointing that way. But they totally changed it over. But it's got the same exact motor. It's a 20 horse Honda GX630. Really good motor. Had no problems with the other one. It's been fantastic. Here's one thing I don't like about this roller here. What you're looking at here is the gas tank. You can see it's right next to the engine. Now imagine trying to, if you like spill gas over a hot motor. I don't know about that. I don't think it was a good idea that they would do that. And another thing I'm not crazy about, they put the choke right down here, right down the steering column. I had a hard time finding it when I first started it up. Well, but it's got a cup holder though. That's a good feature. I like that. to show you here on the older model that it's transversely mounted, and it's pointing to the side. It appears the pump is a little bit different, and right here in the front is the hydraulic tank. I'd say the newer model seems a little bit simpler looking, I think. And like I said here, to use a plastic cap and on the stick, because I'm glad it went away with that style there with the dry sit, because you can see the rubber part comes off, and I had to end up putting a bunch of electrical tape on it to cover the button up, because water usually gets in there and ends up shorting the wire and the vibrator quits working. And kind of similar to the new one here. This one here, you got your throttle and you got your. But this one here, the switch is the water pump switch on the dash. That's the only difference in. And also the new one's got the water pump indicator light in the middle. Yeah, I'll just show you right here. You just got your throttle switch right here, and let's see, this light right here. Oh, where's my hand? Okay, yeah, this light right here is the water pump indicator light, which is kind of nice. I mean, that's where you know if it's on or off. That's kind of nice. And the key's different though. I changed that. I guess it'd be easy to find the key if you were to drop it. I'll probably say this looks more simpler underneath the hood in this new one than the previous generation one. Wi-Fi wears rust getting on the thing, as you can see right there. Yes. And these are your drain hoses. One's for your hydraulic tank, and other one's for your engine oil. Ain't that pretty simple? Give you a view from the operator seat. I really love the slow put design. Gives you excellent visibility. And I noticed they had the back end of the hood sloped in. That's where you can see your drums, which makes it really easy to roll the edges. And also they made it, because I'll show you on the other one in a bit, that they got rid of those little thingamajiggers that stuck out past the drums. And now they got rid of that. Now they're all incensed into the drum, which makes it easier to get close to curbs, walls, buildings, etc. Now here's something that's really going to be nice. Driver's view of the old RD12. As you can see, the hood sticks up higher, which gives you less visibility. And like I said, you don't see the drum very well, which makes it a little bit harder to roll an edge. You can't quite see it from here because fucking Chad laid the ladder here. I don't know why he did that. That's Chad for you. Anyways, yeah, I know the steering wheel's bigger on this one. I noticed that. But it's still a nice roller and all, but it was a really big improvement with the new 12A from this here, from the driver's seat, especially when it comes to visibility. Yeah, right here is what I'm talking about, guys. These guards right here, how they stick out, which makes it more difficult to, roll up against a wall or a building. I mean, you can do it from this side, but sometimes you'll be stuck on the wall, could be on, this side of the roller, and you won't get much coverage. You'll still leave about a good foot of uncompacted asphalt by the building, which makes it more harder work for either your plate compactor guy, your tamper guy, wherever. Here, guys, it makes more work for. You don't see that on this new one here, and the same way for the other side. You know, got those big guards sticking out. And another thing I want to mention, on this one here, we didn't order the foldable ROPS like that one over there, because I think this be, because all you got to do, because we don't really use them, because like when you drive into people's garages, most of our driveways that, you know, got their driveways connected to their garages, and we have to drive the roller in and out of their garages, you know, as we roll their asphalt. And most of the time, this ROPS is too tall. And the solution to that, all you got to do is just unbolt it. You just got 3 bolts on each side. But my dad has a crazy idea of, he wants to cut, say, from here to here. He wants to cut that off and take the top down to, say, somewhere in here, approximately, and weld it on. I don't know how that looks, if that looks silly or not, but we'll see if we end up doing it or not. So that concludes our tour of our new Wacker Neauson RD12 roller, and also the comparing our old RD12 roller to this new one here. And I know you're probably going to be asking in the comments, why do we get a bigger roller? Well, quiet you. Well, they're expensive. A bigger roller is expensive. For example, this roller here was just shy of 16 grand. Out the door, brand new, out the door, $16,000. Just to go to the next step up, which is the RD18, which weighs about 3,600 pounds. But if you were to get a bigger roller, I wouldn't go no heavier than 4,000 pounds, because for driveways, that just destroys the mat. And plus, our driveways are really steep hills, and some can be as steep as this. I kid you not. And with a larger roller, it tends to just destroy the mat. And you probably think, well, you're not laying it thick enough. Well, we're laying plenty thick. We're laying at least 2.5 out of machine, if close to the 3. Especially on a hill. We try to lay it thicker on a hill. But these smaller rollers, like these Wacker rollers here, usually perform the best when it comes to, you know, rolling steep hill driveways like this. And, you know, believe me, we've been with Wacker since the RD880. We had the RD880, we had the RD11, the RD12, and now the new 12A. You know, and to be perfectly honest, they never let us down. We had other brands. We had Ingersoll Rand, we had Stone, Stowe, Roscoe, and honestly, ever since the RD880 back in the late 90s, been like, you know, when we first started paving, I mean, we decided that that's the way to go. And honestly, we've been with Wacker ever since. We went away from Wacker. We went to Ingersoll Rand. Oh, that was a joke. It performed fine. I think it was a DD14. Yeah, I think it was a DD14 Ingersoll Rand. And it was diesel powered. And it was a nice roller, but it could have climbed the hills. I mean, if it was like any more than this, it will just bog down. It would spin. It would been horrible. But, you know, Wackers, man, Wacker Neauson, they just climb the hills. And that's why we stick with them. You know, I heard in my other paving videos in the comments saying, "Oh, Wackers are junk," and you know, I could lift. You know, one guy said I could lift the back of them. Well, I like to see that. Why don't you record yourself trying to lift the back of these things? You know, empty. You know, that one there, empty, weighs about 2,600 pounds. That's without an operator. You know, you guys still got to add an operator on this. I'm not sure exactly how much this weighs. It's pretty much, I think it weighs about the same. According to their website, it says max operating weight is like 2950, like 2940 or something like that. You know, and for driveways, it seems to be sufficient. But however, you know, if we're doing like a large parking lot, we can always rent a larger roller. That's not the issue. And that's why we go with these type of rollers all the time. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.